Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm bringing in the fall with the Libbies. Who else is excited about fall? Fall is one of my favorite seasons. Winter is my favorite season, but fall, autumn. I love the colors, the changing of leaves and everything like that. So you guys can tell by the title, I am going to be doing a library haul. And yeah, I pronounce library as library. I just cannot get it into my diction to change that, if that makes sense. I just grew up saying library. No exaggeration. I try and say library, but I just can't. It just doesn't stick with me ever since I was a little kid. There are just certain words that I cannot pronounce. Oh well. I am going to be showing you guys what I got at the library, and I got a decent stack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. Not a lot. I kind of went through a little funk with reading over the summer. Earlier the year, I had read so many books. I don't even know how many. And usually when I do that, I find myself, if I'm picking up my next book, and I'm just like, I get kind of bored of it. So I know at that point I've reached my limit. I have to stop and focus on something else. Otherwise, I'll go crazy. And I know a lot of people do that too. There's just like so many books a person can read, at least for me, at least for myself. But yeah, anyway, so funny story, the library that I went to, I hadn't been to it since early this year, maybe last year. So it's been a decent while. It's September. They changed everything. Books that used to be on the bottom level were now at the top level. And then they like totally added this new like lounging area, and I'm like, where are the rest of the books? Like everything just seemed so empty to me, and I was just like, where are the books, yo? Where are the books, man? So I was kind of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I didn't know where anything was. I was so used to what the map out was before, and now I didn't know where anything was. But luckily there was an actual map next to the stairs and elevator area, so that helped me out. Luckily I was able to find the books that I was looking for, and actually a couple of books that I didn't even think I would find. So yeah, let's get started with the haul. Enough jibber jabbering. I scared my dog. So the first one is City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. Okay, so I know I could get this pretty much at like any Barnes & Noble, any bookstore, but I could never find it anywhere. And it was killing me because this is the last book of the series, and I wanted to figure out what the freak happened. I actually have the books right here. Right there. Right there. So eventually I will buy this last one to complete it. I just could never find the book at any Barnes & Noble or any other bookstore. And I know I could probably order it online, but that takes time and effort. And then after that, I have to wait another week. Finding this was like exciting for me because I actually didn't think that they would have it. I looked it up on my phone because usually when I go to the library, I'd like to, a little tip, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I tend to write down a list of books that I want to find over at the library and see on their website. If I would think that your guys' libraries had a website, but what I like to do is, like, if I was searching for City of Heavenly Fire, I look it up under my library's website, and they usually will say it's taken out or it's on the shelves or anything like that. And usually they say how many they have or which locations they're at. I live near the main library downtown, and then there's another one just a couple of miles away. So I live nearby 2 libraries that I could easily get to. That's what I like about the internet. They tell you where things are, like books. Really excited to read this book, finally finish the series, and also who's sad about the TV series ending. I was actually really enjoying the series. I was so sad that it got canceled, and I know a bunch of people set up a petition to get Netflix to pick it up. That would be so cool if Netflix picked it up, but I don't think they have. I think there's like some sort of thing like they really want to cancel it or something like that. I'm not really entirely sure. It's so confusing, but anyway, so the next one that I picked is the Book of Korean Poetry, Songs of Sheila and Froyo. I most likely pronounced that wrong. Translated and edited by Kevin O'Rourke. O'Rourke. This I'm really excited to read. These are just a bunch of poetry, Korean poetry obviously, but I also like that it has just some information also behind the poetry and the meaning of it and things like that, and it has the romanization I think of it also. Really excited to read that one, and the cover is really pretty. So another poem book that I got, classic French love poems. I love the French. I love poems. I love poems. So yeah. And also, can we talk about the cover? Like, this is just like, I don't know why, but it makes me laugh because this is, I guess she's supposed to be a mermaid, but this doesn't look like a mermaid's tail. I don't know. It just looks like a sea serpent tail. Maybe it's because if the end was showing, then it would have been much nicer, but it's not. And then we have Cupid over here. Oh, and then, you know, they're kind of tipping over because their love is so strong for each other. Okay, so this next one is called I Loved Her in the Movies, Memories of Hollywood's Legendary Actresses by Robert J. Wagner. If you guys don't know who Robert J. Wagner, he is actually also an actor. He was very big in the 1950s, 1960s, but he is well known for being in the TV series Heart to Heart, I think it's called. I haven't seen it, but that's what really cemented him as a TV star. And he was also married to Natalie Wood, my favorite actress of all time. So this is supposed to be a book about all the classic actresses that he worked with, women that he knew, women that he worked with, women like Norma Shear, Gloria Swanson, Claire Trevor, a bunch of these actresses. Ida Lupino, I love Ida Lupino. So I'm really excited to read this book, and I love, this is Lana Turner, if you guys can't tell. If you guys are classic fans like me, I'm a big classic movie fan. Yeah, that's Lana Turner. Okay, so this next one is actually a book that I looked online to find a biography of hers, and the ones that came up, they did not have. So I was browsing the aisle, and I came across this book. I've been wanting to read a Grace Kelly book for the longest time, and I could never find them, and the ones that were available were either too expensive, or they didn't have any in stock, or I could never find them. And so I saw this one, and I was like, you know what, it's fate. And this is called True Grace, The Life and Times of an American Princess by Wendy Lay. So I'm really excited to read this. It was actually the anniversary of her death not too long ago, so I think it was pretty much fate that I got it. Okay, so this next one I'm really excited to read because I love the movie that he's going to be talking about, and this is called As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride by Carrie Ilwis? I should know how to pronounce his name. If you guys haven't seen The Princess Bride, what are you guys doing with your lives? I know it's a total cliche to say, oh my god, The Princess Bride is one of the best movies ever, but it really is. I grew up on movies like that. This was made in like the late 1980s, The Princess Bride was. I hadn't seen The Princess Bride in forever, and I watched it just recently, and it was just so magical and just so beautiful and so freaking hilarious, you guys. It really is. The movies of the 80s are just the best. Seriously. Okay, so for the last one, it's Judy Garland on Judy Garland, Interviews and Encounters, edited by Randy L. Schmidt. And I love Judy Garland. I have the biography right here. I plan on getting more. Judy Garland, I grew up, you know, her first movie that I ever saw was The Wizard of Oz, but she went on to do so much more just amazing things. Meet Me in St. Louis, Easter Parade, The Clock. I mean, she even had her own TV show, The Judy Garland Show. On top of being an amazing actress, she was just this amazing singer, and I really look up to her as a singer. And I also love the fact that she was very open about her imperfections. She knew that she wasn't perfect. She knew that she had problems. She always tried to bring the best out of herself for her fans, for the people, for the audience, and she always gave 110%. And I'm really excited to read this book because it's just a bunch of interviews, a couple of pictures, and I've always found myself fascinated also with Judy Garland interviews because she was very open and candid at points. And if you guys don't know who Judy Garland is, she was very popular in the 1940s. She had her big major break in 1939 with The Wizard of Oz. If you guys haven't seen that movie, I would definitely suggest that one. It's based off the book of the same name. It's a book series, I should say. I actually have them, I think, right here, The Chronicles of Oz. Right here, this green one. I highly also suggest watching her other works because even though she would mainly play, teenage girls in love, she still did it with such passion. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to do some more book related videos, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!